Hello everyone, can you say Virtua Racing? There are several versions of Virtua Racing, from the Sega Saturn to the Mega Drive aka Sega Genesis, the 32X, and of course the arcade version, the Switch version, etc. Let's see what we're here on my little playlist. We're going to do Virtua Racing for Mega Drive aka Genesis first. See how this plays out. Okay. Oh man. I'm not thinking too positively of this one. Oh jeez. Looks like it's like an Atari 7800 game, does it not? I'm going to try to do the same stage in all three of these. Let's just see how it fares here. We're running this with Pico Drive. It also runs the same with the Genesis GX Core. Camera switches. Oh, jeez. Am I playing Adventure for Atari 2600 here? I mean, we got the speed, but I still feel like I'm playing Atari 7800. I've seen better racing games on the Atari Lynx. I kind of think this was a rush job, and this is out just to meet a deadline. I think they could have done better with this one, but still, I love my racing games. I probably would have got a tremendous kick out of this back in the day. I mean, but you're looking at a game like Rad Racer for Nintendo. It had much more visual clarity, plus the 3D cyan magenta glasses. Okay, now we're going to do Virtua Racing Deluxe for 32X. Okay, the sound is already much better. It doesn't feel as muffled. Okay, oh, that looks a lot better, more polygonal in nature. Oh yeah, yeah, digging this music. Definitely a step up here. I mean, they should have better promoted this game. Maybe the 32X would have done better instead of becoming a monstrosity as Frankenstein's monster, where you have Genesis, Sega CD, 32X all set together. Oh, yeah, definitely a tremendous step above. This feels more like a Jaguar game. And they do have a Jaguar game quite a bit like this. Definitely more playable, but visual clarity-wise, even Stunt Race FX on Super Nintendo has better visual fidelity and sound quality than that. Oh, man. So now we're going to do the unfathomable. Many of you may have tried to run Virtua Racing on here, and you may have said, okay, I got the game loaded. It would run at 2 to 4 frames per second, or I have a green screen like I'm in a movie that doesn't have the special effects added yet. Kind of like when they did that Wolverine Origins movie many years ago, and it kind of bootleg leaked online. And when they did the special effects, they were like cartoon, storyboard style stuff. But in any case, we're running Virtua Racing implemented into 2003 core. There's a plus and a minus to this. The plus is it works. The minus is that it is kind of like roguelike. Once you crash, you do not properly respawn, so you have to do it perfectly. I mean, I've been playing this for a couple hours, totally digging it. But look at this already. Okay? Extreme mode activate, main 2003 plus pretty win here. Okay, got the camera views. Oh, great music, great graphics. I'm blown away. And yes, this is on the SNES Classic. And I'm going to have this working on all the mini classics. Again, if you do an actual crash like that, look at that. Bam. It doesn't respond, so you got to kind of do this. Restart. We're starting working. But yeah, you just got to be a fantastic racer here. You got your 3 stages: Big Forest, Bay, Bridge, and Acropolis. Okay, try this one more time. But I've been having a lot of fun with this, and the racing logic isn't quite all the way there. It's kind of funny. Some of these enemies AI will actually start doing donuts in the middle of the track. I find it absolutely hilarious. Look how awesome this is. I had to do a little bit of extreme this to get this to even work properly. I mean, speed-wise there. Because when I first tested it, I was so sad. It was only running about 5 to 8 frames per second. I at least got it where it was playable to a degree. Oh! Totally digging it, though. Just totally badass. Tremendous leaps and bounds here. Up from the other 2 versions. There's also a Pico 8 version that I might try to get running on the Mini Classic. I need to get better at this game. Oh, look at that. Got the Ferris wheel. Oh, yeah. But another thing I would like to show you real quick is I've always been a little bit perturbed by Daphne not having sound, and that's due to a certain aspect which, if you try to fix it, it makes the video break. And another thing that I found here is that you can technically run the arcade version of Dragon's Lair, complete with its interesting algorithm as far as like randomization and levels. But check this out. We're going to go to my recent list here. There we go. Check this out. We're running the arcade Dragon's Lair with sound on the SNES Classic, folks.
Dragon's Lair, the fantasy adventure where you become a valiant knight on a quest to rescue the fair princess from the clutches of an evil dragon. You control the actions of a daring adventurer finding his way through the castle of a dark wizard.
And unfortunately, due to the one problem that we have with the Mini Classic, the lack of hardware acceleration, you kind of have to downsample the video to a degree. You cannot run it at like the total full resolution and aspect ratio. I mean, you can always get it on Blu-ray on your next gen. I mean, they've ported this so many times, but if you really want to play this on your Mini Classic and have as close to the actual arcade experience as possible, it is now going to be possible with the next update. So let's start this game here for a moment here. Okay, and you might notice this version actually skips right past the drawbridge. That is added to the other home ports, but the arcade version, it skipped right past it. Okay. Doom-da-doom. 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 Doom-doom. Oh, okay, one part. Even like the old Commodore 64 and Amiga version, I had trouble doing that part on. Whoa! I'm going to end up losing here. I don't remember. It's been a while. I'm getting lucky here. I'm doing... Whoa. Bam. And here's what's cool. Check this out. I'm not going to spoil too much of it, but if you go into core options here. Okay. Look at this. Don't lose a life when failing. What about the game plays itself perfectly, never failing? True. Quick menu. Override core options. Quick menu. Close content. And great DirkSimple core. Awesome stuff there. Put start. I get to sit back and watch the entire game play itself here. Check it out. I'm not going to play the whole game because I want you to be able to do what I did. I got this game for Sega CD back in the day, and I actually cut school on purpose because I couldn't stop playing the game. And I played it all night, kind of like Out of This World, a.k.a. Another World, for the Genesis and, of course, Super Nintendo, where once you finally beat the game, you can beat the game in like 10 to 15 minutes from beginning to end, but initially, just getting used to the crazy challenge factor, it might take you 8 to 14 hours to master it the first time, but I have beat this game legitimately many times over the years, and still totally badass here. And you can also play Cliffhanger, a.k.a. Lupin the Third, with this core, which I'm going to show you as well. Oh, totally digging this. Totally badass. Again, I'll do a tutorial on how to run this and do the conversions and all that, but of course on the PlayStation Classic you can run it at a higher resolution because you got more RAM and all that fun stuff. And the Amiga as well, but on the SNES and Mega Drive, etc., you're probably going to be stuck at, I'd say, like 360 to 480p.